Hi guys, this is Andrew at FloryPB, and I'm going to try a product. This is not its intended use case, but I want to see how it works. I picked this up for other things, but I want to see what I can do with it, and I have some questions, so figure let's break it open and do it on video so you can see all my failures. Okay. That is a lot of literature for what this is. We'll see how that goes. So if you're not into woodworking, which I'm not exactly into woodworking, but if you're not big into it, you probably don't know what this product is, but basically it's a frame that when you draw something in it, you can hit it with your phone, and then it's going to vectorize it and turn it into a vector file for you. So I think the instructions said to do that. Welcome to Trace. I need to sign in. I don't know if I have an account. I might. I do. Register. All done. Your frame has been successfully activated. Okay. Allow. And so you put a piece of paper down, at least what the video showed. You put this over the piece of paper. And ideally I want to see how it can do with this. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see my phone. Let's go the other way. I did pretty good. Outline, center, not want that. I'm going to try it again this way. See if I can. Not bad. It's a little fuzzy on this edge, but this edge is risen a little bit. And this is paintboard. This is a gasket for an LCD solenoid, and I want to recut these, laser cut these. So I wanted to see if this app could just do this because it's black, like it's supposed to do with that. So I wanted to see if it could do it, and it looks like it can. So let me get a piece of double-sided tape. I'm going to tape this down and see if we can get an even cleaner shot of that, because that was very promising and very clean. And then I want to try to mount the camera so like it takes a better picture. So let me put that stuff together and I'll be right back. So what I'm doing here, I don't know if I can focus on this, is this is just my regular camera app right now. I'm just trying to, it gives me 2 bullseyes when I'm flat. So I'm just trying to make it as flat as I can. And then we'll try this app again. Let's see. I can't actually hit it with this. Well, that's a problem. See, I still have it. I still have it open. Okay. So you guys can't see it, but I'm going to double-side tape this down. see if that can help us. Okay, I have the whole thing in frame. Capture. Trace failed complete. Ah, hold your camera to a slight angle. So it doesn't want that to be. I'm gonna back this up actually. Okay. That is actually super clean. Let's see how accurate it is. Let me go grab a caliper. It says it's 1.6 inches. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Make sure that's out of your way. 1.6 by 0.66. I mean, that ain't too bad. .6605. Okay, so that's a little off in that direction. The 1.6 is pretty bang on, but the 0.66, maybe they're just rounding up though, because that's really like .643. Interesting. Let's try it. Let me. Let's flip that over. Get some. Take a fresh piece of tape. And let's check the accuracy if we did it this way instead. I'm just going to hold the phone this time because that didn't seem to matter too much. Okay, that got worse. 1.61. Well, maybe because I'm just not square. Hold on. Try to make that look more square. It's gone. Hold on a second. Nope. 1.6 and 0.67. You guys can see my screen there. So it seems very accurate over the inch. Close over the inch, but over a shorter distance, not so much. Let's try it one more way here. Let's try it the way they want me to do it. And again, this isn't what this thing's intended to do at all. Like, this is meant for woodworking. This isn't meant to do thousandths of an inch in it, you know, my thought process at least. So let's see how it is. If we draw it the way that it kind of supposed to be. I don't like drawing because I'm a lefty, so it doesn't work out for me very often. Just like that. Well, that was pretty bad, but let's see how that goes. .73, 1.69. That got worse. I mean, that's not bad for a drawing, but I am really stoked that it gets me something close when it's just black. Like, my idea of poor use cases, I guess, but what I'd be most interested in this is making gaskets for like motors and stuff like that, like valve cover gaskets and stuff like that. Get laser cut those out, or smaller gaskets like water pumps and stuff like that. Being able to laser cut that stuff out is kind of appealing to me. And this looks like, for larger stuff like over an inch, that this seems fairly accurate. I think I'm going to laser cut one out. Just let's see what we can do. Let's see the best we can get. I'm gonna bring the stand back in. So maybe improve with the stand or not, I don't know. Okay, pull that back. Doesn't want more tilt, less tilt, who knows. Squaring it up. Okay, so wow, I took that at more of an angle, like, and that last one's probably as close to perfect as this gets. 0.64 and 1.59. So let me just hit that. Save SVG to, I'm just gonna email it to myself, I guess. I'm gonna send a text to my message, not sent too large. Okay. So save SVG. Okay, I'm saving it to my drive. So, I mean, the overall dimensions aren't bad. 1.59.64. The circles look a little bit not like circles, but I can work with that. I can work with this. I'm gonna try to. I don't know. Should I clean it up, or let me do two? Let me do one that's cleaned up, and I'll just clean up everything, and I'll do one that is just raw, and then I'll measure it out the way I would normally, and do a third one that way. So I'm gonna switch over to the computer and get Lightburn rocking, and we'll get going like that. Just to show you what I'm doing before I bring it over to the computer, I just quick sketched this, and I'll see if these dimensions in millimeters work out, and see which one's closest to the original. Alright, apologize for the sound. It's the 3D printer going in the background, if you guys can hear that. I have Lightburn open real quick. I just sketched this up in AutoCAD real quick. I mean, this is probably a bad example for what I'm planning, because it's a rectangle and there's a couple features, so like marking this up and drawing it in CAD is stupid simple and quick. But it's curious. This is probably, hopefully this is Nat's ass perfect or close enough to it. And I want to see what the SVG looks like. Now forgive me, because I don't really use the Lightburn too much. Okay. That's it, unmolested in Lightburn. Can I export that as a DXF file? Okay. Test Lightburn. So I can export that as a DXF. That's what we got. Let's see if we can let me see what I can do here. Diameter is 1.7. I think diameter is about 2. But I'm just going to take this. We're going to clean it up a little bit. I'm sure you can clean it up in Lightburn as well. It's just, I don't know how to do that. Or not effectively know how to do that. We'll just place that kind of where it shows it. Hey. Let's try that again, shall we? There's a center to this shape. Okay. So I mean, it's kind of nailing it. It's not bad. I mean, shit. That ain't bad at all. Try the same think here, right? I mean, yeah. That ain't so bad. Cleaned up shape. Let's just go like that. I mean, so far, I would say I do trust this thing. I think this would give me a usable. I think on a maybe on a bigger gasket. This is gonna be a hard gasket because this is a solenoid gasket, so it's very tiny. The whole shape's very tiny. The holes are tiny, but like on like a fuel pump for a lawnmower or a carburetor for a lawnmower or something like that. That's not as stupidly critical, but it's also a more organic shape. This is great. Like, this would work awesome. I would just have to take the old gasket off if I could, and either paint it black, like spray paint it black real quick and put it down on the page, or I don't know. There's a couple ways to do it. Maybe I get it off, just trace the outline of the thing. There's a lot of ways to. I think it gives me good flexibility, which is great. I'm just gonna make these 1 millimeter. Alright, so this is going to be saved as DXF, modified trace. So that's the modified trace. This is going to be hand drafted. This is the original file in here. So, file. Let's see if I can. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me take this and move that out of the way. Now we're going to do import. So that's the one we built off of the original we got. Original we got is on the right, one we built's on the left. And let's put in the hand drafted one. This one might be a lot bigger. Yep, hold on a second. One divided by 25.4. Scale 0.0393700787401575. Okay. Save that over. And this is the hand drafted one. I mean, they look pretty dynamite, right? They look pretty similar. The thing we got directly out, obviously, you know, there's some issues. The holes aren't perfect, you know, but honestly, they're really not even that perfect. The holes, like when you look at them on the actual the cutout there, that's a stamped piece. They're not super perfect, but I mean, this looks usable right off the trace. So if I put it right off the trace, put it in light burn, cut it, that looks absolutely usable. And then if I clean it up, it looks damn near identical to what I made. Like, we're a little off from each other. Let's see which one's right. It might be right. Like, it has a better chance of being right than I do in a way. Maybe it's skewed. But like, holy shit. I mean, let's take the hand-drawn one. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. We're half a millimeter probably off at best. Maybe even less than that from where I sketched it from hand versus that. So like that's pretty awesome. The snap points. I'm not used to light burn. I haven't actually used it. This is my first time. I installed it because I needed it, but I haven't actually had a chance to dick around with it yet. Put these down in the corner. And yeah, let me get my device fired up. Let me get things rolling because I haven't used it yet either. So I'm gonna get rolling. I want to do a test cut on the individual piece, and I guess I'll make that a separate video, the actual cutting of these. But yeah, this is I'm absolutely satisfied. I'm thrilled by how close that is, how accurate that is for such a tiny piece. If I get a bigger gasket or a bigger piece of something, that's going to be like balls on probably, that's excellent. Great little resource for like $100 toy to play with. Pretty damn good little resource for what I'm planning on doing with it. I'm sure woodworkers, it's useful for them too if you're doing inlays or something, but for the crap I'm planning on doing with it, making gaskets and stuff like that, I think it's great. Making foam cutouts, inserts, stuff like that for cases. Yeah, I think this thing is pretty rock solid. Wish it was a little bigger. Maybe they're going to make a bigger version someday, but I mean, it fits a regular sheet of paper. And yeah, that's great. My pseudo review of that shaper trace, pretty handy little thing to have, in my opinion, if you're doing this kind of stuff. Alright, this is Andrew at FloryPB. I'm going to do a second video of me laser cutting stuff, but I don't really need to make this that much longer anyway. Proof is in the pudding here. Like it produces something that is pretty balls on versus what I could measure on the same product.